Austin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off in Detroit. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. They give to Montgomery to start the drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Off play action. Goff. That's incomplete left side. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking kick. Sideline and win out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Open space inside the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Another run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive game, but a big one as they get the 1st. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lamar now from the gun. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our 1st half's going to end. Back at beginning of second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. He's on the move. He finds Johnson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Goff. Patrick with the catch. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and can do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line.
We go tonight. Well.
Goff on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 31-yard line.
Another try following the sack. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Goff on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 16. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it. Along the right sideline, there's space. At the 20. And he makes the Husker. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do you...
Toward Flowers, it's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play. But they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Trying again following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get it back after making their third first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Escapes the pocket. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And they chase him out of bounds. That's going to be a sack. Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Headed out right. Has it at the 7. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
Receivers running the ball? Well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's second and goal. Henry does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
They're out and set, first and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Gets this to Johnson. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Pistol snap to Jackson. Flushed down now to his left. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. They give him 5 on the play. That leaves him facing 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Henry. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. The throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get 2, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Now he's past the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Montgomery goes up and over for the touchdown. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. David Montgomery with the touchdown.
The Lions will set up.
He's throwing for it. Oh no, they get him yet again. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Keeps the score. Ravens 26, Lions 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. 3 quarters in the...
The end of the third quarter.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action now with Jackson. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. One of the tight ends in motion left. Going to the ground again on first. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On first down, it's gone. Buys time, rolling right. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So second down coming up. They send a tight end in motion. They go play action with Goff. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Here's that Lions offense lining up to try for 2 once again. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Jackson off the play action. Forced out to his right. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 26. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Lions will go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Hold on. Check. Hey, Shell. Obama.
First down throw from Goff. He lobs it deep middle. Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Whoa. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. It's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Called in left side. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Turnover, the defense forces the big play.
You could almost feel the eyes of those defenders like saucers. They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
Throwing now, following the turnover. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions trail by 6. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He'll throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to push forward and get them to the 34. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He'll get this to Henry. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Ravens stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Jackson throwing for it. It's caught. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Lions 20. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
2 for 1. Line. 5, 5, 5, 5. 2.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
This is Henry on second. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Lamar now from the gun. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories.
10.
DC.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the gun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Hunt. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. First and 10 for Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Here's a run with Hunt. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Mahomes on first down. The left side into the hands of Hopkins.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now a carry for Hunt. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. A second effort, and he is in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Throwing on second down. Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll go play action with Goff. Got a man open. It's Patrick. And a big gain out of bounds as so it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he's in. Khalif Raymond, touchdown Lions. Goff has his offense ready for this 2-point try.
will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 34-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught by Hunt. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it...
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, KC. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. This pass complete to Raymond. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win
and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 42-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 46.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Uh-oh. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. They will take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Goff to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and 6. Now, Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. On 2nd down, Goff. This is caught at the 2. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. A 2nd down throw for Goff. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Goff. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a toss, right side. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down, Chiefs.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
One more time with Montgomery. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. Throwing here is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown. Goff. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Third and long for Mahomes. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. First and goal, and here's Montgomery. What a move! He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. They'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide, and he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up. On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelce. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Chiefs. He had the touchdown run earlier, Now add a TD reception.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So they got half of what they need. The deficit is 8. But now, the critical onside kick attempt. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with Montgomery. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Now Montgomery. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Montgomery. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will.